May you live in exciting times. I think it's a Chinese curse. It's actually a proverb, but it's actually a curse. And we are living in exciting times, but I think ours are for real. And in my previous video, I mentioned that we must always remember to give Raila his due. As a person who, for whether he meant it or it was by default and not by design, he has firewalled our electoral process and our democracy. But I'd like to talk about Uhuru Kenyatta. And this is something else we have refused to give him, and it is true of him, that in no other time in our country's history, with no other man at the helm of power, is the Supreme Court able to deliver the judgment they did. In fact, that very judgment was a vote of confidence in Uhuru Kenyatta. And I don't know whether he gets that, okay? Because a president who does not interfere with the rule of law, but allows the judiciary to do his job, is something even Yoweri Museveni is like, but sorry, what just happened there? I am sure there are African leaders who called Uhuru to find out whether he was well. How did that just happen? What, you don't have guys who can go to their houses with guns? You don't have money? You can't bribe them? What is going on? But I think the fact that I live in a country where that sort of judgment can be delivered, and those guys go home, and then there's name calling, and then guys take Bibles and swear. It's such a fine day in Kenya. And I think because I'm a Kenyan of a certain age, I get it, and I get how important it is. However, I also think it is wonderful that Uhuru Kenyatta is able to say, I disagree with the court ruling, but I respect it. Where? Africa. You guys have joked. But the other thing I wanted to say is, for everybody who's like, oh my God, are you going to say anything about his venting? Let him vent. Raila vented. Raila vented, and then on a Sunday, he went to Kibera and said, to stand a job. I mean, vent. Okay? Because if the numbers are to be believed, and 80 million people voted for Uhuru Kenyatta, I don't know, do you want 80 million people venting? No, would be in smithereens by now. Let Uhuru vent. I'm fine with Uhuru venting. But Uhuru, as much as Raila Odinga, is a man of history. And I think one of the things I need to remind his detractors and his loyalists is this: he's special. And Kenya is safe with him in more ways than one. I'm going to do a direct dare to the camera, to John Kamau at the Nation Media Group and to OWA. You owe this country a proper narrative on how Uhuru conceded in 2002. That press conference at the Serena. That narrative is important, and it's the only thing that tells you clearly that we are safe with him. What I still find fascinating, if when you see the pictures of him conceding at the Serena, is how William Ruto, just like today, is just over here in the pictures. Very interesting. I'll leave it at that. But Uhuru went away. You too, like Raila, will have to clean house. Oh, yes. Strategy must be rethought. But here's the other thing. Nobody has told the story of how technical and precise your campaign team was. I'm leaving something for mainstream media to do. So subscribe and come back, because I want to talk about IEBC and Ezra. I'm not there yet where you guys call him that thing you guys call him. Yeah.